Look, man, for most of my life, I saw myself as this awkward kid. Like, I would look in the mirror and think that I was unattractive. I thought I had this big, ugly nose. I was shy, and of course, I wanted to change my life. Like, who doesn't want to change their lives? And everyone tells you it's so easy. You just got to go to the gym and get fit. You just got to talk to girls. It's easy, man. But let's be honest. It's not easy, because if it was, then everyone out there would be jacked and attractive and wealthy and dating someone else who was attractive. And it's not the world that we live in. So looking back, what allowed me to actually change my life was this lengthy, I'd say somewhat painful process of shedding my old skin, breaking myself down to zero basically, and then rebuilding myself from there. And today I want to break this down into 5 overarching steps I took so you can short circuit this process. So it all started with keeping it real with myself and not only admitting my weaknesses to myself, but actually focusing more on my weaknesses than my strengths. I did a video like a month ago where I told y'all, when I was this awkward kid, it wasn't like my life was 100% bad. I was on the basketball team, I had friends I hung out with, and that made it very easy when I started thinking about something that was a weakness, like, oh man, all my friends are starting to get girlfriends and date girls. It made it very easy to be like, well, I'm not gonna think about that. I'm just gonna go play some ball with my friends. And this is actually a really interesting part of the human psyche, because even if we have very low self-esteem and we kind of think of ourselves as worthless or unattractive, we still have an ego, and on a surface level, we still have pride and we still want to be respected by other people. And this essentially paralyzes us, because it's like, why am I gonna put myself in a position where I could fall on my face and other people could look down on me? That's gonna make me unhappy. That's not gonna make me feel good. And it almost seems not intelligent, because if I just kind of avoid those things, I'm actually gonna have a happier life. Like, at least in the short term, my life's gonna be happier. So what I did, and what I recommend you do, is to actually take advantage of this human psyche. Take advantage of this pride and be proud that you have the strength to admit your weaknesses. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am not happy with my body right now. I am not happy with my dating life. I'm not happy with my money right now. And obviously that's not gonna fix it on its own, but that is step 1. You have to own the weaknesses. Be okay not being happy. So as y'all can tell, I'm still in Bermuda, and it's windy as hell here today. So I've just been trying to like scoot around and find the best spots to film. I think this will do the trick. But check it out. Number 2, part 2, you gotta reprogram your mind. Look, we're all products of our environment, and I think that can be a good thing. Like, I got my strong work ethic from seeing my dad grind his butt off while I was growing up, but it can also be a big limiting factor. Like, I didn't have any friends who were trying to improve their dating lives, and because of that, I didn't even think it was a possibility to improve in that area of my life. Like, my mind wasn't even aware of that, because the diet that my mind was consuming, it was lacking in some key nutrients. And this didn't change until I basically brainwashed myself by consuming an absurd amount of motivational information. And a lot of it for me was books. I'll drop a link below to the top books that changed my life. I would listen to audiobooks every day commuting to my first job, every day commuting back. And then I would get home, I would read books before I went to bed. And each book, I felt like my mind was absorbing the most valuable life experiences of another man. And even though I was still an awkward kid, now I was an awkward kid whose mind was opening up. I remember I read the book, A Guide to the Good Life, The Ancient Art of Stoic Joy. That led me to eventually get a Marcus Aurelius tattooed on my arm, and that taught me to start focusing only on the things I could control. Every morning I'd watch through 3 or 4 Elliot Hulse videos, and I felt like I had this role model, this coach, just yelling at me to get better and to improve. And what started to happen is that unhappiness inside of me that I had brought up, it was starting to transform into this deep sense of motivation inside of me that not only do I want to change my life, but I see that it's possible to change my life, and I am going to change my life. So my question for you is, what does your new diet consist of? What is your brain eating? Maybe some How to Beast videos are on there. I'd be honored if they were, but if those are on there, you also gotta make sure the breakfast tacos are on the menu, bro. So at this point, I hadn't taken any actual steps. It was all just like reading and watching and listening. But I was, for the first time in my life, not just prepared to take action, but I was desperately awaiting taking some action. And of course, at first, I went out trying to approach some girls and talk to girls. And I didn't approach, or I got rejected, and it was embarrassing. I started howtobeast.com because I wanted to do something entrepreneurial. I started writing a blog, and no one was reading it. And in the past, these things would have made me just completely give up and stop trying. But like this time it was different. Like I'd fully admitted to myself, you have zero skill with girls, bro. So when I went up and it didn't go well, that was the expectation. In the past, you know, I had that pride that made me feel like it needs to go well. And then when it didn't go well, there was all this shame and embarrassment. And this is what I call the curious newbie mindset. You approach things expecting to be terrible, and that allows you to have fun and be playful with things instead of taking it so seriously. And I applied this to other areas of my life. I didn't quit the blog because I just started focusing on, you know, being a better writer and having cooler graphic design on the website, and I had fun with it. I started experimenting with martial arts. I did Krav Maga. You guys know I did Muay Thai, and I walked into those gyms, and during sparring sessions, I got my ass handed to me, and I didn't get all, you know, nervous and upset the other guys aren't gonna think I'm good, because I was not a martial artist, bro. I was a newbie. And this is honestly the most powerful mindset that I've ever adopted, because not only does it apply during this self-reinvention phase, but I've sworn to myself never to consider myself an expert or to have figured it out in any area, because once you have that mindset, you start to take yourself seriously, you start to get afraid of being embarrassed or to fail, and then you start to second guess everything you do. Like I've made some pretty cringy YouTube videos. You guys know, you've probably seen them, but what does it matter? I'm a newbie. I'm just trying to figure this out. It's okay to make cringy YouTube videos. Like I truly believe this is the only thing that allowed me to finally be free from caring what other people think about me, and allowed me to stop being afraid of failure. Like it's not only okay to be a newbie, embracing the newbie mindset, I'm gonna say it's the key to unlocking your beastliness. Either that or all the pre-workout I took. Gains, bro. Workout complete. Y'all know I'm a big fan of hitting the gym and making gains, because as you improve your looks, it builds confidence. And really, I'm a fan of anything that helps men build up their confidence, which is why I want to say a big thank you to Just for Men for sponsoring today's video. Look, eliminating gray hairs is as easy as combing your hair with Just for Men Easy Comb in Color. Just twist it and comb it in. Give Easy Comb in Color 10 minutes to eliminate the grays, then wash it out for a natural gray-free look that lasts up to 8 weeks until grays grow back. Many guys first see grays just at the temples or patchy areas, so they don't need a full hair dye. With Just for Men Easy Comb in Color, you can target it just where you need it. Not sure what shade to choose? Just for Men has a virtual try-on tool available at Just for Men that makes finding your perfect shade super easy. Either upload a picture of yourself or use your camera to try on different shades to ensure you feel confident in selecting your most natural color. With Just for Men, you know you're getting amazing quality that has been tried and true by millions of men for over 30 years. And the best part is that Just for Men Easy Comb in Color is available starting at $9.49 at most major retailers nationwide. Now the next key thing that I did, and I wasn't doing this deliberately, so it took me longer than it should have, is that as I was experimenting with these different areas and embracing that newbie mindset, inevitably, some of them I enjoyed more than others, some of them I found more fulfilling than others, so I started investing more times into the ones I was enjoying. For example, I was going out talking to girls, and I was not having a lot of success, but I realized that this was the path I needed to take to build confidence in that area of my life. So I found a group of guys in Boston, like the homie Dave, and we started going out together. I started investing even more time into that. Every weekend I'd go out a couple nights. This is around the same time I was falling in love with weightlifting and strength training, so I invested more time into the gym. I started tracking my macros and my calories and seeing more growth in my body, but I took it further than that. I got my certification as a personal trainer and also as a certified strength coach. I actually quit my job as a software engineer and became a full-time personal trainer. HowToBeast.com, the blog, I was enjoying writing on there about my experiences, trying all these new things and trying to grow as a man. So I invested more time there. I started networking with other bloggers, doing guest posts on other blogs. That's around the time that I started trying to self-publish ebooks on Amazon because I was enjoying writing. And what was happening? Well, some of y'all might be familiar with Malcolm Gladwell. He popularized the 10,000 hour rule. He's also a dope author. The 10,000 hour rule basically states that when you spend 10,000 hours deliberately working to improve a certain craft, that is how you become a master at it. And of course, we straight newbies over here at How to Beast. We ain't no masters. But realistically, I was investing a lot of time into all these things, and I was advancing past the newbie stage to the novice stage. I was starting to feel more natural talking to girls, and I was actually getting dates, bro. I figured out how to self-publish some best-selling men's health books on Amazon, and I was making a few $1,000s a month from that. It was this powerful combination of investing more time into these things and at the same time having that newbie mindset, so I wasn't anxious as I was doing them. I was able to relax, and it was like the first time ever in my life where I saw this clear progress and these clear changes that I created.
vanilla vodka and passion fruit. She would get that.
A little dinner down at the docks here with Lonnie.
Hi.
Michael.
What's going on?
It's Julius' brother. Julius' brother's wife, Hannah. The other Hannah. And then Julia. And I got a spicy ass cocktail.
The OG Hannah.
So I went with a very basic decision, a burger. And a lot of times getting a burger at a fancier restaurant ends up to be a bad decision. Solid 8 out of 10. I don't regret it. Now the final piece of the puzzle was being able to, for the first time, look at my life, reflect, and legitimately be proud of who I was. Because for the first time ever, I actually took control of my life, right? Like I took the steps to change my life, and that gave me a newfound confidence, like a true confidence in myself, because at that point I knew, look, if there's areas of my life that I'm not happy with, it's not something to be ashamed of or hide from, it's something to embrace. And now I know the basic system that I can change these parts of my life I'm not happy with. And ever since then, when I meet new people, whether it's a really attractive girl or a really successful dude, like I never feel intimidated anymore, because I'm proud of who I am. I know who I am. I made myself who I am, but not without first tearing myself down. It's kind of like Batman. You know, Batman Begins, you got Christian Bale, or Batman, or Bruce Wayne, and he literally goes to the other side of the world, you know, lives without any of these riches that he has access to. He's in a jail, in a prison, fighting people. He's climbing up these mountains. He shed his old skin. He let go of everything he knew to learn the skills in order to come back and be fucking Batman. Like, how badass is that? It's the same basic process we're talking about here, bro. Anyway, I hope this video gives you some insight. We're all at different parts of our journey, and this process, looking back, really is the most powerful process that I ever put myself through. So hopefully, if you're trying to change your life, this allows you just to do it just a little bit faster with a little bit less pain. It's funny, last time we were in Bermuda and we were invited on that amazing yacht, it was actually docked out here. And that was one of the things that scared me the most the last few years, was jumping off at the top of that thing, man. Brings back memories. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you, bro. Hit the thumbs up button. Seriously, it means the world to me that you made it to the end of the video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, click subscribe, answer notifications on, because I drop 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss them. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.